all the commissioners that we expect to have on this call.
Yeah, Brian's here. I think Sandy's the only one missing.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Who are we missing? Are we missing someone besides Sandy? I count 6.
Krista, are you counting yourself?
I guess that's all of us. Okay, that's great. Yeah. All right, thanks for your patience. So I'm going to call this February 17th, 2023 meeting of the Land Bank Commission to order. And now it's the time for general public comments or comments from the public. It's the time where people can voice their opinions, concerns, and or pose some questions. It is not necessarily the time when questions will be answered, but they will be noted. So is there anyone from the public who would like to speak? If so, if you could raise your hand, if you have that capability on your computer. If you're on a phone, you can just call out your name. Nobody? Okay. All right. Hearing or seeing no raised hands or hearing any comments, I'm going to move on to approval of the January 20th, 2023 meeting minutes. Are there any comments, corrections, or questions related to those minutes? Wow, okay. Last chance. Hearing no comments or corrections, we will accept the minutes as submitted. Good job, people. We are now going to look at chair and commissioner reports. There's a couple, one important topic that's listed on the agenda, and then there's some additional items for discussion that are coming up. But so to start, I'd like to introduce our 3 new commissioners. Well, 2 new commissioners and 1 commissioner in process. We have Amy Trainer, who is now our at-large representative, and Marilyn O'Connor, who will be representing San Juan Island. And upon approval at the next council meeting, we have Peggy Bill, who will be representing Lopez. It would be great if each of you would just take a couple minutes to introduce yourself, say a few words, whatever you're comfortable with, just so people can see you and hear you. And we'll start with Amy Trainer, if you're ready.
Yeah, thank you, Krista. Good morning, everybody. Really excited to join the Land Bank Commission. So some of you, I saw Kathleen on earlier, and I've known Lincoln since I lived on San Juan Island and in Friday Harbor back in 2005 through 2007. So my background is in environmental law and policy, and I've done a lot of work out west. Left Washington for a stint, ran a land trust in Colorado, ran a coastal advocacy organization in California, and then found my way back up here. So I've been living on the islands for almost 3 years now, mostly due to the pandemic. And yeah, I work for the Swinomish Indian tribal community. So a lot of interesting work with the tribe and with the other treaty tribes in Western Washington and tribes throughout the state. So yeah, I look forward to, kind of bringing some of that perspective. And I just want to give a shout out to my old good friend, Doug, who is the one who sort of recruited me on to be on the Land Bank. And I really appreciate it. And I'm so glad it worked out. And thank you, Lincoln. And thanks to everybody. Looking forward to it.
Well, good. Well, welcome to the commission.
Welcome,
Yeah,
Marilyn.
welcome.
Marilyn?
Hi, I know quite a few of you from my years in the islands. I've been here this is my 44th year, despite the fact that I still feel like I'm 44 years old. I have worked at Port of Friday Harbor for over 30 years in finance and as the executive director, which gave me a really good background in working with the community. And I've been following the land bank's progress since its inception because I was very concerned that Dead Man Bay not be developed here on San Juan Island back in the 90s. So I've been excited about this organization since then. This seems like a really good fit to me for whatever minor talents I might have with community interactions, and my absolute passion for what we call nature is it's preeminent in my life. And I look forward to getting to know those of you whom I haven't met yet, and to greet those of you whom I do, and to thank all of you for the good work that you've been doing. So thank you.
Thank you, and
Welcome.
welcome to the commission. And Peggy?
Hi there, can you hear me?
Yes.
Good. So I can't see anybody, but I'll get this worked out at some point. So yeah, this is Peggy Bill. Been coming to the islands for decades and decades since I was a kid. Lived full time in the islands for quite a while, and then moved back to Seattle to work on land conservation and wetlands work. So I worked with an organization called Forterra for quite a while, working throughout the Puget Trough, and I loved that work. I was a land bank commissioner way back in the beginning when the land bank was first created, established by the public back in 1990, and I loved that. So anyway, here I am back again. I retired, moved back up to Lopez. Well, actually before I retired, worked on agriculture throughout the county quite a bit, and also really believe and enjoyed that work. Now retired, and here I am back again, and I'm excited to be here. And maybe we'll even see each other one of these times.
One of these days.
Hope so.
Well, welcome back to the
Welcome.
commission, almost.
Krista, do we know when the council's going to address her
You cut out.
approval? Is that what? Is that Monday or Tuesday? She hasn't been approved yet, right? I mean, there hasn't been a
Right.
vote yet. When does that
There
gonna
was a
happen?
little snafu in communication between Christine and I, so it's not been approved yet, but I'm on the agenda.
Okay. Oh, great.
Mike,
Okay. Yeah.
Mike, this is Lincoln. Their next regular meeting is the 28th, so she should be on the agenda for that meeting.
Okay, great. So good to know. Thanks.
Okay, I'm having real difficulty having this conversation go in and out, so I will mush forward and hopefully I'll be focused on making sure people can hear what I'm saying. So the next item that comes somewhat under this category is because of our new appointment on position on the Sustainability and Climate Advisory Committee that we need to fill or confirm that it has been filled. So I'm looking for a volunteer to do that. Not it. And liaison, but I know we had one on sustainability. So anyone would like to raise their hand to attend another meeting on sustainability and climate?
Krista, may I ask a question about the committee, or at least the land bank's perspective on the county committee? Do you think that there is an effective course of action or strategy being developed by that group? Has there been any interaction so far between the land bank and that committee?
Lincoln, you'll have to respond. I didn't hear half, which I'm going to call in on my phone and see if I can do this another way. So carry on if you wouldn't mind.
Sure, Marilyn. What we're talking about is basically a liaison position between the Land Bank Commission and that committee. So Jim Skog had filled that role, and he attended a couple of their meetings, as far as I can remember, anyway. So this is it's kind of like a a quarterly check-in. I don't think it's having to attend all of their meetings, if I'm right about that. But I don't have anything in front of me right at the moment. I don't know if anyone else has more details to fill in on that.
This is Mike. I don't think we have been very active in this committee. But because it's so right down the middle of our mandate, it strikes me as something that should be important to us and something that we should be represented at.